Now from the home of the Rangers, we're at Globe Life Park in Arlington, Texas. We've got an AL Western Division showdown tonight between the Oakland A's and the Texas Rangers. Major League Baseball on the show is next. Drew Smyly is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Rangers. What's your take on him, Dan?
Man, he pitched really well in his last one without allowing a single run and picking up the victory. Let's see if he can bring that stuff back to the ballpark with him and make it 2 really strong starts.
Settling in now, Marcus Semien. And we are set for baseball
leading off
here
tonight
this evening.
for Oakland, the shortstop, Marcus
First
Semien.
pitch of the at-bat. And we are underway in Arlington as the first pitch of the night is taken here for ball 1. And fellas, you take a look at this Rangers team entering play here tonight. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch,
First
including
pitch,
a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this place is buzzing right now. This team won the opener of the series yesterday, and they're looking to step on this team's throat and take the first 2 games of this series.
Count now, a ball and a strike. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Fastball is looked at for strike 2. This is hit high and deep out to left. Back goes Chu to the track, to the wall. Gone to lead off the inning. It's a solo shot for Marcus Semien. Home run number 5 on the year. And the A's are on the board first, 1-0.
Well, this has started off certainly quick. First batter of the game goes deep. Dare I say, ambush tactics?
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. As he'll take a good look at a curveball that sweeps right across the zone in there for the first strike. A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Well, Dero, Darryl Parker behind the dish, and you never really know what you're going to get from this guy.
Yeah, sometimes, and I'd hate to be mean and say he flips a coin back there because that's not the case. But as an offensive player, you have to find a consistent zone. You just can't.
2-1 to count.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
The 2-1. Here's a fastball taken on the inner half for a strike. Grounded to short. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Matty, you take a look at this lineup, and they're frustrating to watch at times because they ground into the most double plays in the league. You want to talk about a pitcher's best friend. You finally get a guy on first base, and you're coming unglued. First pitch down below the knees, grounding into a double play and bailing everybody out. I need better approaches out of this lineup today.
So stepping in, Matt Olson coming into this one. His season home run total tops in the American League.
This guy's right in the prime of his career right now. The power bat speaks for itself. One of the more dangerous hitters in the game of baseball.
And that misses inside 1-0.
That's a tough pitch to throw right there. That front door curveball just missed hitting that inside corner. That's a very difficult pitch. I'm not sure if he wanted to get that one down and away, and unfortunately that one stayed inside.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now. The 1-2 is a breaking ball. They can't find the zone, and it's even at 2.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
The 2-2 is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Lazaro looks up, and it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot that time for Matt Olson. Number 21 for him on the season. And Oakland has moved out in front here 2-0.
Boy, not the way you'd like to start a game, right? First inning, you come in, you give up 2 home runs. We'll see if he can regroup right here. It's not easy to sometimes come back from that.
So now it's Mark Canha,
the designated hitter. Mark
as
Canha.
He'll take a changeup here for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Chopper foul. Oh, there it goes. In the air to left center, and you can forget about this one. Back-to-back home runs. It's a solo shot for Mark Canha, his first home run of the season, and the A's lead it now 3-0.
Well, when a manager talks about hitting being contagious, that is exactly what we're talking about. One guy tees off, and the guy behind him starts to feel a little bit more confident, a little bit more focused. The next thing you know, you've got 3 home runs in an inning, and your entire offense is off and running.
Batting fifth.
At the plate,
right
Stephen Piscotty, and he's looking to turn things around. Ice cold at the plate in recent action. Here's the first pitch to him. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0.
To me, it looks like he just doesn't trust himself out there on the mound. It's like he's fighting his body on every pitch, and as a result, we're seeing a lot of balls from him early on in this game.
A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Strike 2 as the fastball is let go. Skied into straightaway right. Mazara's under it. 2 gone.
Batting sixth, the left fielder, number 8, Robbie Grossman.
Here's Robbie Grossman, and he's a guy really in need of something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go for him. Smiley gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. First pitch is a cutter looked at. 0-1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Now here's the pitch. And low, it's a ball and a strike. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
3-1 now.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there, pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
The 3-1 takes a strike for a full count now. 3-2. And that's outside. He lost him, ball 4.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Profar.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and Jurickson Profar will be the next to bat. First delivery to him on the way. Ball 1. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1. Grossman is off of first with 2 away. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
The 2-1 home. Sinks below the knees, taken for a ball.
No reason to sit on anything other than hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
Taken, but that catches the inside part of the plate.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Hit the other way out toward right field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. They'll extend their lead here as the runner scores from first. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
Sometimes you get off on the wrong foot, and it's hard to get back on the right one.
22.
That's the 4th hit he's given up here already in the early going. He's got to find a way to string some outs together, or he's going to be in some deep trouble.
And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1.
He definitely doesn't look himself to start this one, and this lineup needs to be on the attack early and be aggressive and find a way to stay in this game.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
All right, as a hitter right here, you got to know he's throwing you tough pitches. He does not want to miss over the heart of the plate. That's when you step out, regroup, maybe sit over the heart of the plate, knowing that he's trying to execute so well, he might miss right down the middle.
0-2 count, and the pitch. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as the side is retired. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. Oakland is on top in this one, 4-0. Liam Hendricks will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, looking at the numbers, you can see this guy had an ERA over 4 last season. He'd like to do a lot better than that. He's got to do a much better job of keeping base runners off the bases. Cut the walks down and try to limit the hits per 9 innings pitched.
Leading off
Standing
for the
in,
Rangers,
Julio Martinez.
the center
He'll
fielder,
lead things off here in the
Julio
bottom half of the first.
Martinez.
Here's the first pitch to him. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And a barehanded pickup. He beat it out. Remarkable play just to stop that ball,
second.
but it's going to go into the
The
books
third
as a
baseman,
hit, and the leadoff
Logan
man is aboard.
Forsythe.
Stepping up to the plate, Logan Forsythe. Here's a look over to first, but the runner's back easily. First pitch on its way. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. And Dan Vero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this road trip's been a little bit of a struggle for this team. First 4 games, they find themselves 1-3. Haven't played particularly well. They'll find a way to regroup. They have to find a way to play a little bit more fundamentally sound. Start there first.
A lean, and he's got it. Oh, he picked it right out of the first base dugout, and that's the first out of the inning.
Batting third.
A moment now in
The
Arlington to
shortstop,
have a look at the Rangers
Elvis.
starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this group in front of the home crowd tonight?
Matty, this lineup finds himself in a hole right now. Down a bunch of runs. This is where you find out about your lineup, though, that pass the baton mentality. Can't try and get it all back at once. Have good at bats, follow the game plan you guys worked on, and stay in the zone.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Runners on first with 1 down. Can't connect there on the breaking ball. 1-1.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. And another foul ball. Here it comes now to Andrus. This is line to left. In there, a base hit.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Joey
Here's
Gallo.
Gallo now. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A ball and no strikes.
This is absolutely a huge spot right here. They have to find a way to get something out of this half inning. I don't care if it's 1 run or 2 runs. You have to find a way to at least give yourself a little shot of confidence that you can get back into this one.
The 1-1 home is a fastball that misses.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
And the pitch on 2-1. Curveball, and he thought it was strike 2. Instead, it goes to 3-1.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around him?
Fouled off. Martinez over at second. Andrews at first. 1 gone. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
It's never a good look to strike out
Batting
looking, but it's
fifth,
way worse when
the
you do it
second
with a guy
baseman,
in scoring position.
Rubden.
Those are the times you really want to see a guy
Goal.
battle and at least put the ball in play.
Here's Here's Odor now, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. 2 down, runners at first and second. Fastball called for strike 2. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Piscotty's there for it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. On to the second inning now for Arlington. The A's lead this one 4-0. Digging in, Josh Begley, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Here comes the first pitch. A high fastball is in there.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Time for a look at the Rangers on D. And let's take a look at second baseman Odor. Pound for pound, one of the strongest guys in the game. 30 home run potential, but a premium defender at second base. And if you don't slide properly into second base, he is going to let you know about it.
So it's back to the top of the order now. And up next, a Berkeley area native, Marcus Semien.
Most good breaking ball hitters will hit good breaking balls. And that last at-bat, that was a pretty good pitch that was down in the zone. And he handled it really nice.
1-0 the count. Called strike at the knees, 1-1. Breaking ball as this runs in on him, and he has to step out of the way that time.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
1 out, nobody on. Just got the corner that time with a fastball, strike 2. He stays alive, still 2-2. Here's the pitch on 2-2. Fly ball heading for the alley. And that'll get down out there near the wall. Around second. He's on his way to third. And he's safe.
Yeah, and most guys that hit for the cycle can get a single or a double, but struggle with the rest. Not this guy. He's already got the homer and the triple, so the hardest parts are out of the way. We'll see what the rest of the game holds in store.
Stepping in now, Matt Chapman. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. swing and a little blooper to center. Andres trying to get there, and they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Now batting, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
Striding in once again, Matt Olson. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. In there, no balls and a strike. Behind 0-2 now. Chapman stands at first with 1 out. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there.
Now batting,
got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen
Hanna.
completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Into the box, Mark Hanna, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Skied into straightaway right. Lazara's under it, and that retires the side. 2 hits lead to a run here for Oakland. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the A's 5 and the Rangers nothing. Up next for the Rangers, Nomar Mazara.
Leading
set
off
to
for
lead
the
off
Rangers,
the home half of the second.
the right fielder.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on. But you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle. And one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And here's one that misses to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 6 hitter in the lineup. It's ball 1. 2 balls and no strikes to count to Nomar Mazara. Lifted in the air out to center field. Laureano moves over. He's got it 1 away.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And let's take a look at the guy playing shortstop up the chute today, and that's Marcus Semien. This has been a work in progress. He's had to grind, take countless hours of ground balls, and work on his accuracy. But don't get it twisted. He's made some big highlight reel plays, and if you miss middle, we all know the power he has.
Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now, and as is the case for many Rangers hitters, his numbers are much better here in Arlington than they are out on the road. Now the pitch. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0. In previous meetings with Liam Hendricks, he's a .300 hitter, 3 for 10. Pitch on the way. A ball and a strike now. Hendricks has a reputation as a strike thrower, although that doesn't often result in a ton of strikeouts. A typical start may find him with a low walk total and the ball in play a lot.
Matty, he's what they call today one of those pitch to contact kind of guys. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He relies a lot on his defense, and one of the keys, he's not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. With that said, he needs some defense behind it because he's not going to get a whole lot of swings and misses.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Count remains 2-2.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Ball 3. 3-2 now. Left side, but well foul. And he could only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor,
Batting
but
it.
it wasn't
The
outrageous. Hey,
designated
listen,
hitter.
calling balls and
Ronald.
strikes is a really tough job, and
Guzman.
even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
In now, Ronald Guzman, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one. 2 out, nobody on. Called strike on the outside part of the plate, 0-2.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing in the dirt.
Now the pitch. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Rangers set down in order. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0.
Oh no, you don't wanna push me too far. Stay low, baby, you was messing with a star, right?
Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the third. Heidi?
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said they're doing an excellent job with pitch selection, meaning they're swinging at the right pitches and doing damage with them. The numbers back that up. 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet, guys.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. He'll lead things
The right
off as
fielder,
they look to perhaps
Stephen
build on an already sizable
Piscotty.
lead. First offering on its way. In there, 0-1.
Hey, let's not sugarcoat it. He's had a rough couple innings. He's going to have to find a way, whether it be mechanically or mentally, to be able to stay in this game.
Now the 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here, 1-2. Hit hard down the right field line, but foul. Here's another 1-2. Hit hard to third, and that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
And they start the third inning
The
the
left
way they
fielder,
finished
number
off
8,
the first 2,
Robbie
doing damage.
Grossman.
As we take a look at his numbers, you can see they've had his numbers since the first pitch. If he doesn't buckle down soon, he might have a short outing here.
Digging in the switch hitter, Robbie Grossman. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. From the stretch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
We're only in the third inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
Piscotty on at first, nobody out. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Now the Rangers get a reliever up and throwing in the bullpen as a right-hander's begun to warm up out there. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Taken, but that catches the inside part of the plate. softly hit here to the left side. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Left ball just landed in front of the left fielder for a single.
Now
the batter wants that one back. He thought he should have drove it a little bit better than that, but a knock is enough.
Now here comes the Rangers skipper out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change, as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp.
Your
Kyle
attention,
Dowdy
please.
is going to come on to
Now
pitch here, and in just the third
Rangers.
inning, you have to think he'll be
Number
asked
14.
to eat some innings.
Kyle Dowdy.
Here's Jurickson Profar as he looks at a fastball on the inside corner for strike one. The 0-1 delivery. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
The guy on the mound must have a different scouting report than we have right here. This looks like a beautiful situation for a double play right here, but he continues to pound up in the zone.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch.
One ball.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. The 1-2 gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
He's not going to feel good about that at bat, nor should he.
Now batting.
You have to want to
Number
swing the bat,
22.
but he just stood there and looked at 4 straight pitches. Hopefully, we'll see him get a little bit more aggressive next time.
Into the box now, Ramon Laureano. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Martinez has a beat on it. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And they won't get him at third. They're runners at the corners here with 2 gone.
Up next for Oakland, the catcher, Josh.
So striding forward now, Josh Fegley. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Liner toward right center. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
You know who's the happiest man in the building
batter,
right
number
now?
10.
His starting
Shortstop.
pitcher. He's got a big old
Marcus
smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Marcus Semien. He's got a homer and a triple to this point in the game. First pitch coming. Here it is. Strike taken up in the zone. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that 2-seamer to right-handed hitters to try to jam the guy or even make some firewood. He got it in there, but that was a good take to lay off and take the ball.
Line drive to center field. Martinez will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The A's lead this one 6-0. Daniel Mengden is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
Number 33, Daniel Mengden.
Here's the catcher, Jet Bandy. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down
Leading
6
off
in the
for
early
the
going.
Rangers,
So what do they need to do to
the
claw
catcher,
back into this thing?
Jet
Well, first of all, man, I think they just need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
Here comes the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. And he comes back with one that misses here, and it's 1-1 to the Ranger backstop. The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location.
The center
so
fielder,
a good job
number
there
9,
of exploiting that. That can be
Julio
real hard for some guys to overcome
Martinez.
when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Stepping in now, Julio Martinez. As he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. Martinez, a Cuban-born ball player. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. In for a strike. It's 1-1. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
No
Now
problems
batting,
for him on the
third
mound since
baseman,
he's come out of the pen to start
loaded.
this inning. That's back-to-back
Fourth
Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Logan Forsythe. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And here's a fastball called for strike one. Bases are empty here with two men out. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2. Fouled away. The 1-2. And it's fouled away. Again, a 1-2. And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. 1-2-3 go the Rangers. They still find themselves down 6-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Matt
Leading off for the
Chapman.
Athletics,
He's singled in two
the
trips
third
to the
baseman,
plate thus far.
Matt Chapman.
First pitch of the at-bat. Ball one as he lays off below the zone. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were two stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. The 2-1 on its way. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Another 2-2 offering. On a line, that's a base hit. So another multi-hit game for him as he's aboard here in the top of the 4th inning. And with that, we take a look at the A's leaders in that category. And sure enough, his name is right there at the top. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First pitch on its way. And that's in there for strike 1. Chapman aboard here at first with nobody out. This is line to left, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
Canna.
Into the box, Mark Canna, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Fastball laid off well below the knees. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
Got to believe the manager didn't have this in mind when he went to the bullpen. This reliever's got to step up right here. It's starting to tickle a little bit after getting hit around early.
6 runs, 11 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Wanted to go after the slider, but he holds off. 3-1. The 3-1 pitch. Called strike, and that'll run it full. Hit back up the middle. Andrus to his left. He's there. On to first. A double play.
Now batting, the right fielder, Stephen Piscotty.
We don't get to see the glove tossing up, but boy, it can really help save some time, and it looks good to boot. That's smooth.
Standing in now, Stephen Piscotty, and he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Gallo is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. The A's strand 1, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Here's Elvis Andrus now. He starts off the inning against a guy who's struck
Leading
out
off
the
for the
side
Rangers,
last inning. How did they get to
the
him here?
shortstop.
I'm not sure,
Elvis
Matt, they want to stay as patient. He's been
Andrus.
throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Here's the first pitch to him. In there for strike one. Lifetime versus this pitcher. He's just 2 for 9. Here it comes now to Andrus. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Soft liner towards short, and one gone.
The batter, the first baseman, Joey Gallo.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Joey Gallo. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball.
Ball.
1-1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
A 2-1 count to the Rangers' first baseman. Now the 2-1 pitch. Is a fastball taken high for a ball. Shot toward right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
That's one of those
batter,
tough luck outs that'll
the second
drive you
baseman,
crazy as a hitter.
Rudek.
He drove that fastball, but couldn't get it down,
goal.
so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
In now, Rougned Odor. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
2-0.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Now with the base is empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
The 3-0 pitch is laid off, but in there for strike one. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. A full count for Odor, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now the 3-2 pitch. There's ball 4.
Now batting, right fielder, Nomar Mazara.
Nomar Mazara. Lifetime against this particular arm. He's just 2 for 12. Here comes the first pitch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Odor leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 1 left for Texas. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Next up for the A's,
Leading
Robbie
off for the
Grossman.
Athletics,
He'll start
the
off
left
the
fielder,
5th in this
number 8,
one.
Robbie Grossman.
First delivery to him on the way. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away. So with his day fully over now, you get a look at the pitching line
now
for the Rangers starter, and clearly he was off his game this evening.
So far.
Yeah, nothing seemed in sync for him out there in this one, Matt. He just couldn't get the ball where he wanted to, and the opponents really took advantage of that. That's a brutal feeling sitting in the dugout. Know that you disappointed your team and you went out there and laid an egg.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. That's inside. 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Well, I'll tell you, from where I'm sitting, it looks like he's starting to rush his delivery out there. Someone needs to remind him to stay back and let his arm get out front.
Profar ahead with a 3-1 count here.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And a full count now. 3-2.
3-2.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. Hit on the ground to third. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
The batter,
so you can mark that one down as an E5, and I bet he'd like to have that one over. So it's a runner at first as a result of the throwing error. And at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Ramon Laureano. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. And here's a slider for a called strike. Now the 2-1 pitch is in there for the second strike. The 2-2. Liner toward right center, and that's in there. Base hit. Long throw to third, and he is in there.
Guys, that jacks me up right there. Kept his
Now
front
batting.
shoulder tucked,
Catcher.
the hip tucked.
Josh
Was able to stay inside that
Begley.
slider and drive it the other way.
Digging in and looking for more, Josh Begley. And this is just the eye test talking here, but this reliever looks fatigued to me. Doesn't seem like his stuff is really effective right now.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that, Matty. He's allowed a couple of runners to reach here in the inning, and the command just doesn't seem to be there anymore. I got to think they're going to turn to a bullpen option very soon, if not right away.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fouled off. Runners are at first and third, one away. Line drive to left. And this is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. The runner from first crosses the plate. It's 8-0.
And not to take any credit away from the hitter on this RBI
bat,
base
number
knock,
10.
but I think it's clear this reliever is running on
Marcus
empty at this point. We were just discussing it, and now he serves up a good pitch to hit. He's given a good effort out there, but he's worked harder than he's used to, and I don't think he has anything left.
Into the box now, Marcus Semien, as he'll take strike one on the inside corner. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. In the dirt here. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. Begley, the runner at second with one away. It's 2-1 to the A's leadoff batter. Now the 2-1 is laid off of for ball number 3.
3 balls.
You know, I kind of see why his ERA is so high coming into this one. He's just putting these guys in too many good hitters counts. That'll catch up with you real quick.
Fastball is taken for a strike and he runs it full 3-2. Payoff pitch on its way. Hard hit toward the hole. And that's through into left, a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
Now
Well,
batting.
with that base hit
The
right
third
there,
baseman,
D-Row, he's one
Matt
double. He's
Chapman.
3/4 of the way to the cycle. He gets one more AB. All he needs is a double.
Yeah, and I got to be honest with you. If I'm hitting right here and I have a chance for a triple, Dan, guess who's tripping coming around second base?
That's it. Hang on for 2.
Pulling up.
Into the box, Matt Chapman, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. So far 2 for 3 in this one. And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now.
Well, you know, giving up 3 straight hits is bad enough, but now it looks like he's starting to nibble a little bit. It's hard not to when you're getting hit, but you don't want to put yourself at bad counts.
Now the 2-0. Finds the zone, strike 1. The 2-1 home is in off the plate.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit in now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
The 3-1 finds the zone to fill the count, 3-2. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone. But if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
3-2 pitch. This one's down to third. Well, and he has some trouble with it. And he recovers to make the play, so a run is across to score, but they do record the second out.
Two runs already home, and now you can make it 3. Good job right there of keeping it simple and putting the ball in play.
Into the box now, Matt Olson, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First offering on its way. Here's a drive out toward left center field. He's in at second safely, as a run will score on the play as well.
Just some more of the same from him. He's been clutch all year with runners in scoring position, and he does it again here with a double. Tack on another RBI to his season total.
Stepping in now, Mark Canha, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Ball 2 now.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Two and 1. 4 runs here in this half inning. On the ground to the left side. Throw in time for the third out, but it certainly took a while as the inning is finally over. So they score 4 times on 4 base hits, 1 error, and a runner left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the A's 10 and the Rangers nothing. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with the Rangers manager during the inning break about the team's offensive production to this point. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
Leading off for the Rangers.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
The left fielder, Shin-Soo Choo.
First pitch on its way. Line shot to first, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Ronald Guzman.
Standing in now, Ronald Guzman. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now. Oh, that hit him. Let's hope he's okay. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the second out at first.
The catcher, number 28.
Quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Standing in, Jet Bandy. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the first pitch. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. The 1-2. Runs a bit inside for a ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight. Rangers set down in order, starting to look bleak, down 10-0. So striding in, Stephen Piscotty. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6.
Piscotty.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that misses, ball 1. Boy, in a mid-80s fastball that time, but it's a called strike, 1-1.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
The 1-2. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this will get all the way to the wall now. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. So quickly into scoring position here following the opposite field double. And that leads us right to our Oakland leaderboard as we see that his season total is good for 2nd best on the club. Now in the box, Robbie Grossman. He enters this at bat 1 for 2 with a walk. First offering on its way. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And this one's high and tight, backing him up 2-1. Now the 2-1 is taken for strike 2. Piscotty stands at second with no outs. Outside and a full count, 3-2. On deck, there's Jurickson Profar. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The payoff pitch one more time. Too high, and that cost him ball 4.
Well, that was a slider in a 3-2 count, and it just didn't tempt him enough to get a good swing. A good job of pitch recognition and knowing the strike zone to draw the free pass there.
Into the box now, Jurickson Profar. He reached on an error and later scored his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that misses for ball one.
Well, this has been a lot of pitches for him out of the bullpen. As you can see there, they're asking a lot of him in this one. So I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a day off or two after this one.
And a slider stays outside and he falls behind 2-0.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
2-0 pitch on the way. 3-0 now.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
Now the 3-0 offering. Splits the plate for a strike.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. Fastball in there. 3-2. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to
Now
work
batting.
carefully with 2 men on,
Number
but
22.
he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
In now, Ramon Laureano. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. He's set and the pitch. In there, and it's 0-1.
The pitcher has to find a way to minimize damage here. Maybe take 2 outs for 1 run. Who cares? Get a double play, pop up, strikeout. Something to get you back in this inning.
And he is cruising now. It's 0-2.
Just way too patient in this situation. With the bases loaded like this is your chance to be the hero.
Line toward the gap in left center. Now a reach, and he takes a tumble here, but hangs on for the first down.
Now batting.
And while we have
The
a
catcher,
moment, here's a look at the
Josh
Rangers' road to the show
Begley.
report. 2 guys there that this organization has to be happy about right now. So 1 gone for the A's in their half of the 6th, and that'll bring up the catcher, Josh Begley. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pulls this one in the air out to left. On the move is Chu, but he can't get to it, and this might clear the bases. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate, and he's in there safely, as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
Man, he's been killing it all game long. Those 2 RBIs bring his total for the game to 5, so he's been at his best when it matters most. No doubt making a bid for player of the game.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Marcus Semien. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes this the other way to right. Boy, and call off the Dogs already, as this is down for extra bases. as he arrives at second without a play as 2 runs come across to score away from the play. Marcus Semien has just hit for the cycle. What a thrill for him and everybody here in attendance for that matter.
Wow, this is great, man. I've seen a few others besides this one, and it is really exciting for everyone, even the broadcaster. It's such a rare feat in our sport, and it always seems to come out of nowhere. So it's pretty cool we got a chance to see some baseball history in this one.
Into the box now, Matt Chapman. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job keeping it close. It's ball 1. The 1-0 home is looked at for the first strike. The 1-1 home. Hit to short. Andrus has it. And that's the second out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
Striding in for Oakland, Matt Olson. It was an RBI double for him in his last turn to the plate.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
First delivery to him on the way. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. Two and 0.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching him.
Ready with the 2-0. A strike, and it's 2-1.
It goes to show you'll take location over velocity any day. That pitch didn't light up the radar gun, but you can't do anything with that as a batter when it's executed in such a good spot.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Liner in there for a base hit. And the runner at third will put the brakes on here as they didn't want to chance it even with 2 outs.
Now batting.
Boy, talk about having a day, Debro. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smart.
And the right fielder is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. Oakland is on top in this one, 14-0. Stepping in,
leading off for the Rangers.
He'll look to bounce back after
fielder,
striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1.
Hey, this guy has been locating his fastball all game to perfection. Talking to a number of big league pitchers over the years, they'll tell you a well-executed fastball with good location is still the best pitch in the game.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Grossman has a beat on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman, Logan Forsythe.
At the plate, Logan Forsythe. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Here comes the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. One out, nobody on. behind 0-2 now. Grounded weakly down the line toward third, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Another 0-2 coming. Lifted down the line in left, and this will wind up a foul ball. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop, and the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Hey, that's a heck of an effort by the shortstop right there to leave his feet and try and make that throw to first base. Got to be frustrated a little bit as a pitcher. You executed your spot.
Well, I tell you what, as soon as you throw one like that, D-Roll, you see your shortstop get a glove on it. You're thinking, okay, maybe he has a shot to get him, but that's a long throw after that jump throw. And a solid infield base hit, but very frustrating as a pitcher.
He's set. Here it comes. Line toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Forsythe isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. He will score as they inch back here, but there's still a ways to go.
Well, when you leave a pitch that high in the zone like that, you have to expect bad things to happen. So instead of a double play ball, he gives up a shot to the outfield, and that brings the runner all the way around from first to score.
Into the box, Joey Gallo, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Oh and 1. Here it comes. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. And he misses there. 1-2.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
Count still at 1-2. Andres leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. The 1-2 is taken on the inside corner. Strike 3.
I think we're starting to see the frustration mount from this offense.
Now
it's been a pretty dominant performance on the mound, and these hitters have had no answer for anything he's throwing up there. That will wear on you if it lasts throughout most of the game like it has here.
In now, Rougned Odor, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1.
There is a base open here, so the option to work around him is there if they want to go that route.
The 1-1 home. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Gone! Rougned Odor connects for a 2-run home run. 8th home run on the season for him, but they're going to need a few more here as they're still well behind. Guys, we've seen 4 big balls between the two teams so far today. What are your impressions of the long ball display we're watching?
Matty V, this is just one of those days where the ball seems to be flying. D-Row, the hitters on
the right
point,
fielder,
the pitchers aren't making very good pitches.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's all about executing pitches. They're not doing it today. They're leaving a lot of balls over the heart of the plate. And this offense, both offenses are taking advantage.
0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
Well, this inning pretty much has been one to forget for him, but he's still out there, and it's only going to get worse if he dwells on it and lets the frustration take over. Easier said than done, though.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike. And they set up away with the fastball, but it misses. 3-1. Shin-Soo Choo would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Here's a swing and a miss at the off-speed pitch. It's a full count now, 3-2.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup or do you stay with the heater?
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and no one left. 7th inning coming up. The A's lead this one 14-3. Welcome back to Arlington. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are.
Your
Jesse
attention,
Chavez
please.
comes on to pitch now, hoping for better
Rangers.
results than the other
Number
arms that they've
53,
run out there in this
Jesse
one.
Chavez.
Now at the plate, Stephen Piscotty.
Leading
2
off for
hits in
Oakland,
4 attempts
the
to
right
this point.
fielder, Stephen Piscotty.
Pitch on the way. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1.
When you've got a guy that throws a good 2-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
And he takes a called strike 1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. And that pitch comes over to catch the corner. It's 2-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Mazara's under it. Makes the play, 1 away.
The left fielder, number 8, Robbie Grossman.
Stepping into the box, Robbie Grossman. A hit in 2 tries so far. First delivery to him on the way.
Nope.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
And that catches the outside edge, 1-1.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
The 1-1 home is looked at off the plate for a ball. Cut fastball that time, but he doesn't bite, and now it's 3-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he takes ball 4 again, and they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take, and a walk is the result.
Coming to the plate now, Jurickson Profar. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the first pitch. The cutter runs outside, ball 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Good cut fastball in there, 1-1. The 1-1 home. Doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball. Two and two. The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Now the 3-2 pitch, and he misses again, ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Now batting, number 22.
Stepping into the box, Ramon Laureano. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. First offering on its way. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. Boy, and the shellacking continues as this is down for extra bases. He pulls into second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
They are putting in some work at the plate in this one, Matt. Another great AB, another hit, another nail in the coffin. That's a startling 15 runs in this one, and they're still going.
Ready for another chance? Josh Fegley. 3 hits, including a pair of doubles for him thus far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball. The 1-1 home. Line to the right side. Catch made here in medium deep right center, and the runner's breaking from third. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, this one looked like he was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
Stepping in now, Marcus Semien, as he'll take a look at ball 1.
Count 1-0.
Laureano at second with 2 down. Laid off, but a cold strike as that caught the outside. The 1-1 home. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on. 7th inning scratch time here at the ballpark. The A's lead it 16-3.
Your
Lang
attention, please.
will come on in relief
Now
as he'll make his
pitching for the
second
A's.
appearance of the season so
Number
far.
78.
Digging in, Shin-Soo Choo.
Leading off
It
for the
doesn't look
Rangers.
very promising so
The
far
left
in this one
fielder,
as we move into the later
Shin-Soo
innings.
Choo.
Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. That tails back over, strike 1.
Not a bad idea right there. Make this guy work and see if he can throw the ball over the plate. Throws the first pitch for a strike. They need to get some runners on base, and not a bad plan. Unfortunately, the pitcher came in with a strike on the first pitch.
And there's your first out of the inning.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Ronald Guzman.
Next will be the designated hitter, Ronald Guzman. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike. 1 out, nobody on. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Laureano giving chase. He gets there, and that's the second out.
The catcher, number 28, Jet Bandy.
So next to the plate for Texas, Jet Bandy. No hits to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
I love the fact that this batter continues to be aggressive, but after striking out twice already, maybe he's got to take a step back, see the ball a little bit deeper, and be willing to work deep into the count.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2 is a fastball down below the knees. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Man, that's
The
just
center
painful
fielder,
for a
number
pitcher right
9,
there. A 3-2
Julio
offering that was right on the corner, but he
Martinez.
couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Into the box now, Julio Martinez. Seared down the first baseline. The 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 2 out with the man at first. Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. Rangers leave 1. And as you can see, they are way behind. Now at the plate, Matt Chapman.
Leading off for the
He was a
Athletics,
ground out victim
the third
last time
baseman,
up.
Matt Chapman.
First pitch of the at-bat. And that one right down Main Street. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Forsythe has it. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Time now for our starter comparison, and that tells the story. As you can see, neither guy able to get past 5 innings. Striding in, Matt Olson. He's been hot in this one. 4 hits, including a homer and a double. First pitch on its way. Cut fastball in there for a called strike. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Lower part of the zone, but it's taken for a strike. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Odor is there for it. 2 down.
Now
there are blowouts, and then there are blowouts. And this, folks, is a blowout. As you get a look at our line score, it's not often that you see a road team come into this place and put a whooping on these guys like the one we're seeing here tonight. Now the A's designated hitter, Mark Canha. His career numbers in this matchup, he's got a 3-for-5 line. First delivery to him on the way. That finds the zone, a called strike. The windup and the 0-1. And there's ball 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Martinez is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. A's are gone in order, but you can forgive them as they still hold an enormous lead. Stepping in, Logan Forsythe. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8.
The third baseman, Logan.
First pitch on its way.
Forsythe.
0-1 the count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
This pitch is popped up, and there's the first out.
Up next for the Rangers, the shortstop, Elvis Andrus.
So 1 gone now in the Texas half of the 8th, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Elvis Andrus. Here it comes now to Andrus. A ball and no strikes. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, and he goes the other way, and he drives it out to deep right center field. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And this will bang up against the wall. And he is into second with a double, his third hit of the night.
The batter.
This game might be over for all intents and purposes, but somebody forgot to tell this guy
Gallo.
He's a grinder, and he's going to approach every at-bat like it's his last. Does it again here and delivers a double into the gap.
Into the box, Joey Gallo, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. 0-1, here it comes. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
Hey, 2 pitches at the knees right now, and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to fight. I want to see a 2-strike approach. Maybe a little choke up, maybe a little fight up the middle the other way. Grind back into this count.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
In now, Rougned Odor. Pulled toward right center field. Laureano on the move. But he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Roll. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his third run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup, and that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
In the dirt here, and no advance. It's ball 1. The 1-0 is a heater in there for a strike. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Going to have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. It's a run on 2 hits here for Texas. 9th inning coming up. Oakland is on top in this one, 16-4. Digging in, Stephen Piscotty. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9.
Stephen Piscotty.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Two and 0 now. All over the place to start the 9th. It's 3-0 now. Robbie Grossman is on deck. Here it is, the 3-0. Is taken, strike 1.
I got 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Three balls and 2 strikes for Stephen Piscotty. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
Right about now, the manager's questioning his decision to bring this guy in. If you can't trust a reliever to throw strikes, you can't trust him at all. We'll see if he comes to get him sooner than later.
Into the box, Robbie Grossman. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a strike called at the knees. 0-1. Ball one, well below the zone. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball two.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
The 2-1 home. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball three.
Got to find a way to get back in the zone. I know you're in danger of losing both to walks, but certainly don't miss over the heart of the plate and have this guy gap one, or even worse, hit a 2-run homer.
The 3-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. Piscotty gets his lead at first, nobody out. Line towards center field. Martinez is right there, one down.
The batter, the second baseman, Jurickson Profar.
Stepping up now, Jurickson Profar. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. From the stretch. Strike taken up in the zone. Runners on first with one down. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. Strike 2 as that's taken on the outside part of the plate. One, 2 is the cut fastball, but he holds back 2-2. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Ramon Laureano is on deck. Ready now with the payoff pitch. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
Now batting, number 22.
Ready for another shot now, Ramon Laureano. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at-bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
And this is just off the outside corner for a ball. 1-0. A runner on first with 2 away. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. Heading out towards shallow right. Lazar is under it, and the inning is over. 1 left for Oakland, but not to fear as they hold a commanding lead.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please.
A new pitcher to tell you about now is it'll be the hard-throwing Fernando Rodney
number
that
56,
gets the nod here.
Fernando Rodney.
So coming to the plate, Shin-Soo Choo, starting things for
Leading
his
off
side
for the
in the
Rangers,
ninth as they face
the
the
left fielder,
improbable odds
Shin-Soo
of trying to come
Choo.
back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
The windup and the 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That two-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
Line to the right side, and that'll make him 1 for 4 in this one. So it's a leadoff single that kicks off their half of the ninth.
I know the score's out
Now
of hand
batting,
right here,
the
but I've never
designated
met
hitter,
a big league ball player
Ronald
that's going to give away an at-bat in
Guzman.
any game ever. Nice piece of hitting right there, staying within yourself and grabbing you a knock.
Stepping in now, Ronald Guzman, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. A runner at first with no outs here. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball, 1-1. The 1-1 home. Misses, ball 2. Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here, 3-1. Nobody out, runner on first. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
The catcher, number
Down to
28.
the plate, Jet Bandy.
Jet
0 for 2 for him to this
Bandy.
point. From the stretch, here's the pitch. No balls and a strike to count. Here's the 0-1. Fouled away. One and 2 to the Rangers catcher.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
And it's fouled away. Now another 1-2. Easy take there as the off-speed pitch misses well inside. Here now the 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making his pitcher grind for everything.
Fouled off. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball.
You can visibly see the body language of this guy on the mound is completely changed during this at bat. 6 foul balls has to be completely frustrating him that he can't put him away.
Got him to go down swinging there.
The center
Jet
fielder,
Bandy
number
was sent
9,
packing for the first out in the
Julio
bottom of the ninth.
Martinez.
Into the box now, Julio Martinez, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. Here's a drive out toward the gap in left center. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen.
And he's one rookie that's not afraid of the moment.
Now
that's his second knock of the game.
third baseman.
This one a double.
Logan.
And he looks like the type of player
Fourth
that
stop.
knows he belongs.
Standing in now, Logan Forsythe, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. And he fouls this one off. The 0-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to short. Simeon's there. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
They get the run there, but this late in
The
the game
batter,
with the lead
number
in hand,
one.
you'll definitely
Shortstop,
trade an out for a
Elvis.
run that doesn't mean a whole lot.
Andrews.
Ready once again, Elvis Andrews. His past history with Fernando Rodney. He's a .333 hitter, 5 for 15. Yanked on the ground down the line. But this is foul for the first strike. Martinez stands at second with 2 gone. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first will be in time to take care of him, and the A's have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
16-6 the final in this one this evening. Oakland mounted an impressive offensive display, crossing the plate 16 times. Daniel Mengden claims the win out of the pen, his first. Drew Smyly permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours exactly. Tonight's paid attendance at Globe Life Park, 48,114. The Rangers thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely. Thank you and good night.
Inside the show. And
Now your host, Justin Allegri.
Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. Starting out west in the American League, Marcus Semien made history by hitting for the cycle, leading the A's to the win over Texas 16-6. Mike Leake got the W and now has 5 this year as the Mariners pushed past the Angels 7-3. The Astros held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they took down the visiting Orioles 8-1. The Blue Jays held their opponent to just 2 hits as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 3-1. The Boston Red Sox pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they beat the visiting Rays 3-0. Jason Kipnis collected 6 runs driven in on a total of 3 hits as Cleveland took care of the Yankees 9-1. Jordan Zimmerman won his 4th game thus far, helping lead the Tigers past the Twins 3-2. Wellington Castillo was a major force at the plate with 6 RBIs, helping the White Sox push past the Royals 10-3. The Braves put together 10 total hits as they took down the Fish in Miami 8-7. The Mets put up 16 hits on the day as they toppled the Rockies 12-3. The Reds picked up 14 hits in total as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 7-5. They now have 6 straight victories. The Cubs smacked 15 team hits as they cruised to the win over the Cardinals 15-3. Corey Dickerson was a clutch performer at the dish with 4 RBIs, helping Pittsburgh get one against the Brewers 5-1. He is currently among the doubles leaders in the National League. The Washington Nationals combined for 10 hits as a team as they grabbed a victory over the Padres at Petco Park 3-2. The win was their 5th straight as a team. The San Francisco Giants racked up 11 hits as a team as they got the victory in extra innings against the Dodgers 6-5. As always, thanks for tuning in. That's all we've got this morning. Enjoy the games later today, and we'll see you tomorrow.